The same day repeated for 1,000 years. Wu Chen continued, "First of all, the security of your accounts is extremely poor. If a hacker breaks in, all your years of hard work will be gone. I will help you upgrade your security. If any money is lost later, I will pay it back. On the other hand, if you cooperate with me, you will earn far more." Wu Chen said, "Tai, give him the renovation program for the commercial complex." He turned back to the leader. "Once the bridge engineering project is fully resumed, I will help you renovate a commercial complex in the heart of the city, for free. If you have trouble finding investments, I will handle that too." The leader said, For free? Really?" Wu Chen replied, "Of course, I will take care of the renovations, upgrades, and everything else, but I need you to give me the 4th floor rent-free for 2 years. Tai and I are going to open the most exclusive clubhouse." Wu Chen turned to Li Ruotai. "Tai, show him the videos and audio from the club's business." Li Ruotai took out the documents and said, "We have all kinds of styles, Western, Eastern, but our specialty is vintage Chinese, especially the Flying Espera full-body massage and the extravagant edition Wine Lake and Meat Forest." The leader gave a thumbs up. "Good, good. These are exactly the kind of attractions Lassi City needs." Wu Chen placed down a document. Wu Chen said, "Looks like our partnership is confirmed. Then please sign the procedures for project recovery, leader." A few moments later, inside the car, Li Ruotai said, "Brother-in-law, did you plan for me to come here just to run a club?" Wu Chen said, "Not exactly. You're handling the engineering project now. I still have a lot of responsibilities back in my country. I cannot stay in Lassi forever." Li Ruotai said, "Recently, I've been avoiding my responsibilities too. Maybe staying here to help you is the best option. The only thing is, I'll be leaving the country in about an hour and a half. I'm worried that son of a biscuit Ding Ruilong might cause trouble for you," Wu Chen said. "Ding Ruilong? He is not even a threat to me." Li Ruotai replied, "I just fear he might get desperate and do something reckless." Wu Chen said, "Do not worry." Wu Chen stepped out of the car. Wu Chen said, "Leah, why are you back here?" Leah said, "Mr. Wu, the elder chief heard about how you handled the leader, and, well..." Wu Chen asked, "What did he do? Do not tell me there are more ridiculous traditions." Leah said, "No, he now believes you are some kind of extraordinary big shot, so he sent all the women here. You should go inside and see for yourself." Wu Chen broke into a sweat as he flexed his arm muscles. A few moments later, Wu Chen saw the sexy, beautiful ladies and muttered to himself, This elder chief's line of thought seems to have huge issues." Wu Chen said, "Leah, translate what I am about to say so they can understand." Leah said, "Mr. Wu says he will not do those kinds of things with you for now. He hopes that you will first learn Chinese well. Later on, if you can communicate with him fluently, then you may bring this up again." Suddenly, Xiaodi rushed in. "Mr. Wu!" "The Xiang family," Guru Weibo added. "After you gave us the new drama, the Xiang family somehow managed to obtain the script. They are preparing to film a similar drama to compete with us. Not only that, they are making a movie version as well. They have invited a 4th-generation film director and an Oscar-winning actress. Their shoot will last for 6 months, and they plan to release the film in the spring at the end of this year." Xiaodi, sweating, said, "What do we do? We are working on a major television drama series. The fastest we can finish is in 10 months, and we will only start broadcasting it during next summer." Wu Chen said, "Do not panic. I will tell you what to do when I return." He turned to Li Ruotai. Wu Chen said, Tai, I have to return to Beijing a bit earlier. I will leave this to you. Make sure you monitor them and ensure they are learning Chinese." He continued, "In 2 days, the Tang family's professional team will arrive to take over. You and Lao Dao must watch over the project. Just make sure no one ruins it again." Li Ruotai saluted. "Brother-in-law, do not worry. Contact me anytime." 1 day later, Beijing 3rd young lady Chinger asks, "Why did you come back? Is it because it is impossible to make a living in Lassi, or did the bridge somehow get fixed already?" Wu Chen smiled. "You're being humorous today, 3rd lady. You can check on Lassi's progress yourself. I have trusted people overseeing everything there. There will be no problems." 3rd young lady Chinger said, "In any case, we will talk more once the project begins. So, what happened that brought you back so early?" Wu Chen lit her cigarette. "What do you think?" 3rd young lady Chinger was shocked that is absurd. "I did not agree to do those kinds of things with you." Wu Chen chuckled. "Ha ha ha, your reaction this time is a bit more interesting than the last 3rd lady. But seriously, I do have an emergency, and I need your help." He leaned closer and whispered into her ear. 3rd young lady Chinger exclaimed, "What? There is no precedent for this in the country." Wu Chen said. But if the Lu family is willing, it is not that hard. Third young lady Chinger asked, does it have to be that way? Wu Chen replied, this is the only way, given our current circumstances. She nodded. All right. I will do my best. Wu Chen said, good. Then I will head to Modu first to handle some business. As he left, third young lady Chinger muttered to herself, handling some business first. Does that mean you still have non-business matters to handle with me later? Wu Chen. One day later, Modu and Menglan suddenly leaped into Wu Chen's arms and hugged him. Wu Chen! Wu Chen said, Lan Lan, this one might be tough for you. Xiao Yizhou was shocked, thinking to herself, the most dangerous woman here, and Minglan is also Mr. Wu's. Guruibo, stunned, asked, Mr. Wu, is it true? Miss N is joining the group as the third female lead, and Menglan said, I have never acted in a film before. I am not sure if I can pull it off. Wu Chen said, do not worry. I will be directing. I will help you throughout. Besides, the third female lead has limited screen time. Lan Lan, you just need to keep your expressions minimal. It's actually easier that way. Peng Wei added, but within Menglan's debut alone, it will cause a massive stir online. And since she is one of the three female leads, we can leverage that to make our drama the center of attention. He gave a thumbs up. Wu Chen nodded. Lan Lan is here to elevate the show, but we still rely on Zhou Yi and Tao Menying's acting expertise for the heavy lifting. Xiao Yizhou said, I understand, Mr. Wu. I will do my best. Wu Chen continued. But this time, to win against the Shang family, the key factor is the third lady. She will persuade the country's major TV networks. Our series will broadcast and film simultaneously, releasing one episode while filming the next. Xiaodi, Xiao Yizhou, and Guruibo were shocked. Guruibo said, wait, an American-style rolling release? A TV film, filming one episode while airing another? How is that even possible? Wu Chen said, that part is up to the third lady. As for us, we must ensure that every episode we release is equal to, or better than, the quality of their film. Xiaodi, Xiao Yizhou, and Guruibo reacted in disbelief. Huh? And Menglan said, Wu Chen, I believe in you. I am not worried about the quality, but do we have enough time? Wu Chen said, don't worry. Wu Chen thought to himself, when I kept repeating that day for 1,000 years, I have directed this film multiple times. Even if I close my eyes, I can still direct. The only difficulty is actually post-production. For movie-level quality, relying on me alone for post-production is not enough. Wu Chen said, do whatever you need to do. Leave the rest to me. Wu Chen thought to himself, if the world's best computer genius, Dia Huang, who has never been beaten, joined our team, our troubles would be reduced to almost nothing. Wu Chen sent a message saying, Huang, do you want to play with me? Huang replied, first, I don't need money. Second, I am already ranked first in the entire world. Competition, competitors, they have no meaning to me. Third, I am not interested in playing against weaklings. Wu Chen said, no cheating programs. I have a Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild 100% speedrun. 18 hours, 22 minutes, and 21 seconds. Wanna see? Huang responded, playing by hand? And it's faster than the world record by half an hour? How is this possible? Wu Chen sent another message. This is after playing Elden Ring. I have no problem sitting down and playing. Want to check if it's Souls-like? Wu Chen sent a file. 20 minutes later, Huang said, if that old fella Miyazaki saw this, he would feel that even he does not understand Souls-like games. Holy moly, did you make this game? Wu Chen smiled and sent another message. So Huang, do you want to play with me? Huang asked, how do we play? Do you want me to play a game with you? Huang was shocked as the system said, every message I find indicates you're a man, but I know you're actually a woman. Ever since childhood, you've faced many of the world's evils because of your talent. People call you an online vixen, a programming beauty, despite your top global rank. Yet you're still stuck at home, hidden behind internet walls. Wu Chen thought to herself, if you want to play with me, first, I guarantee you won't be bored. There are some really fun games that I'd like to give you. Second, I am letting you step into reality from the internet safely, using your original looks. Huang said, you're crazy. Who do you think you are? Wu Chen said, looks like talking on the internet isn't effective. Then let's just meet up and talk. Huang said, are you stupid? Can you use internet cables to come and talk? Wu Chen said, really? Then should I knock on the door or open the windows to come in? As a person knocked on the door, Huang was shocked and said, whoa, I'm not even wearing pants. What the heck do you want to do? Huang stood up. Wu Chen sent a message, go open the door. I'm giving you a slightly more nutritious takeaway. Don't eat just pizza for an entire year. Ah Huang said, when did you install surveillance? Wu Chen said, who told you to make your home so technological? Making everything rely on the internet does have its perks, but you should be afraid of getting hacked. But me? I thankfully know a bit. See you later, partner. Ah Huang said, who's your partner? Who wants to meet with you? Pervert. 40 minutes later, Wu Chen said, why aren't you eating your takeaway? Are you afraid there's poison? Since I want to be your friend, I can't possibly put any poison in there. Ah Huang thought to herself, this person is surprisingly handsome. No, I can't be having a crush on him right now. Ah Huang said, brother, you came to my home in the middle of the night and thought I was familiar. It's really confusing. Didn't we just meet on the internet more or less 10 minutes ago? Wu Chen sat down and said, we'll definitely become partners, no friends. Ah Huang sweated nervously. Wu Chen pointed at the headgear, smart massager, massaging robot. Wu Chen said, oh right, you don't use all these items, right? I'll help you fix them. Other than sleeping, you've been on the computer for so many years. Sister, your shoulder muscles are pretty badly strained. It definitely needs some massage therapy. But the fact that you're not willing to go out, you only know how to write programs, and your hands-on ability is rather poor. Yet you're able to perform this well is much more confusing. Ah Huang said, hey, wait. Just now we were partners or friends, and now you're calling me sister out of nowhere? Don't be so outrageous, you know. Wu Chen said, the modification's done. Come on, try it. Ah Huang said, no way. You just finished talking moments ago, and now it's done? Are you even human? As Ah Huang felt pleasure in her neck, she said, oh, it's so comfy. Wu Chen said, but a robot is still a robot. It can't ever replace humans. Next up is finally time to witness a miracle. Ah Huang said, holy moly. What the heck is going on? Wu Chen said, this humble servant brings you to experience the world outside of your home. Enjoy the feeling from unblocking your meridians using an authentic ancient method. Please lay down on the bed, oh so great sister. This way. Ah Huang said, the heck is oh so great sister? You're not matching your words with your actions. She rested on the bed. Wu Chen showed her his hand and said, no, you're really going to... Wu Chen added, don't talk, just enjoy it. He snapped the back of Ah Huang's neck gently, and she moaned in pleasure. Ow, ow, ah. Ah Huang imagined Wu Chen as an angel, lifting her to the heavens. 1 hour later, Wu Chen said, what do you think, your little highness? Doesn't the world beyond the internet have places that the internet can't even hope to replicate? So, I'm going to ask you again, do you want to play with me? Ah Huang sat up and said, just as partners, friends? Why do I feel like you're chasing after me? Wu Chen said, laughing, reality isn't as black and white as the internet. It's much more complicated. But judging from your answer, I take it you agree. Ah Huang said, let's give it a try for now. It won't take much effort later on. I can't promise to play at all, though. Wu Chen said, all right. Then let's stop here. Have a good rest. I'll talk more with you tomorrow. When 45 minutes later, Xiao Di said, I've given you a lot of trouble again, Mr. Wu. Wu Chen hugged her and said, Xiao Di, the Xiang family isn't targeting just you, but our entire company. Besides, you and I are one. No need to be so formal, okay? Xiao Di replied, Wu Chen's phone rang. He answered it and said, Qingying, it's late. Why haven't you slept? Su Qingying said, my dear, Wu Yurong and I are currently designing costumes and props for your new film. While trying them on, Tao Menying was poisoned. Do you want to come back and take a look? Wu Chen replied, got it. I'll come back soon. Seems like we have both a blessing and a curse on our hands. Interesting. Xiao Dai, go to sleep first. Also, do not stop the company's progress on the new film. Stick with the original plan and move forward. Xiao Di said, all right, 1%. A few moments later on the phone, Wu Chen said, Ah Huang, I know you're too excited to sleep, so let's start. Ah Huang replied, go ahead. Wu Chen said, someone's life is on the line right now. I have to hurry back to Donghai, so I don't have time to check. Help me find connections regarding 3 things, the Senlen group, the Jinfu group, and Tao Menying's poisoning. Ah Huang said, Tao Menying's been poisoned? How did that happen? All right, once I find anything, I'll let you know. How can I find you once I'm in Donghai? Wu Chen replied, you're so insistent on not sleeping and coming to Donghai to find me, then your little highness, I'll send you the address tonight. Ah Huang said, you don't need to call me like that, it's so embarrassing. Then 3 hours later, Ah Huang found everything. Wu Chen said, Brother Lei, how's sister-in-law? Lei Cheng replied, when we found out and sent her to the hospital immediately, there was no difficulty. My sisters and I have been taking care of her the entire time. There shouldn't be any problems for Menying, Wu Chen said. Then, let's talk outside, Brother Lei. Sister-in-law has shot so many films and become really popular, which means you're earning a lot of money. Lei, you won't be able to resist someone earning so much and having so much popularity like you, brother. Lei. It turned out Lei Yu had been working with Jinfu's second shareholder, Xu Zhenyuan, who had since been removed. They were accomplices. The earring that Qingying designed was coincidentally produced by Xu Zhenyuan's department, and thus she was poisoned by him. Su Qingying said, Uncle Xu has gone too far. Lei Cheng said, God darn it. He dares to be Lei Yu's pawn? I'll rip his skin off. Wu Chen said, I've already instructed Wang Zhuangyuan and his people to handle him. Let's go and watch a good show, Brother Lei. A few moments later, Xu Zhenyuan, tied to a chair, groaned, Ouch, ouch. Wu Chen said to Ah Huang, Little Highness, did you handle it as I instructed? Ah Huang said, Of course. Besides, we were only talking about designs. I won't lose to anyone with my work. You can completely relax. Wu Chen took out a nanometer robotic syringe. Wu Chen said, Okay. He injected it into Xu Zhenyuan's back. Wu Chen said, Xu Zhenyuan, even though Miss Su's work isn't finished yet, you're already trying to mess things up. If we didn't intimidate Mr. Lei, who's clearly wealthy and backing you, you'd just do as you please. You like poisoning people? Then I'll let you have a taste of being poisoned. Xu Zhenyuan drooled and screamed in pain. Ah, Wu Chen said, Does it feel similar to death? No, I can't let you lose your life so easily. Wu Chen pried open Xu Zhenyuan's mouth and placed a pill in. Open up. Eat the antidote. Xu Zhenyuan panted. Huff, huff. What kind of poison is this? Wu Chen replied. You don't need to worry about that. Just remember, from now on, every 2 weeks, without my medicine, you'll suffer pain so unbearable that living will feel worse than dying. You better not give Qingying any more trouble, understand? Ah, Huang said playfully, You're really a bad man. Wu Yurong thought to herself, This woman, she's being weird around him. Su Qingying said to herself, At first he even called her Your Highness. Lei Cheng said, This situation played out perfectly, brother. It's more effective than all the ideas I had, like cutting off his hands, breaking his legs, and making him paralyzed. All right, let him go. You all haven't rested for an entire day. Go back and get some sleep. Menying is under my protection, so don't worry. Wu Chen said, Miss Rong, you should go back first. I have things to tell Qingying. Wu Yurong said, All right, see you later. 1 hour later, at Wu Chen's home, Su Qingying said, My dear, do we need to give our new sister a set of pajamas? Wu Chen said, Ah Huang isn't any kind of new sister. We're just friends. Ah Huang said, Right, we only met last night. Su Qingying said, Oh, just like that. Though for me and him, back then, we only met briefly before. Ah Huang interrupted, Hey. This woman suddenly has a face like she just won something. You and the people around you are all so weird. Wu Chen said, All right, let's talk business. Ah Huang, next I have a big job for you to help with. Qingying, the situation with Lei Yu isn't easy to explain plainly. Lei Yu won't acknowledge his own failures. He'll blame that parasite Xu Zhenyuan for messing up his plans. So he'll personally do something again. And the Jinfu jewel poisoning situation might happen again. Because we helped Lei Cheng, Lei Yu will want to retaliate against us. He has to finally understand that whoever helps Lei Cheng will be his enemy. Ah Huang, you might need to write another program. It needs to be quick and use nanorobots. This time, it has to be installed on all Jinfu's jewels to make it easier for us to track the jewels that Jinfu sells. Ah Huang said, If anything really happens, we can rely on the movement of the person in charge of the jewels, track him, and work back from there to find the real culprit. Wu Chen said, Since you understand, let's do it. Even though the facilities here aren't as good as the ones at your home, they're about the same. Ah Huang said, The program is easy, it'll be done quickly. I think playing with nanorobots will be fun. Want to join me later to work on it? Wu Chen grabbed Su Qingying and said, Go ahead and make the program first. I'm a little tired. I need to sleep for a bit with Qingying. Ah Huang said, Why do you get to sleep while I'm working? Am I your pal or something? Wu Chen said, When something excites you, you can't sleep until it's done. Isn't that one of your habits? Ah Huang said, Aya, are you like a parasite in my stomach? You know me so well. Su Qingying said, Dear, let's go to sleep. Don't disturb little sister pal's work. Ah Huang, frustrated, said, Hey, who are you calling a pal? I used to be called your little highness, Wu Chen said. All right, Ah Huang's working now. What do you want to play with today, Qingying? Su Qingying said, He. Seems like you still understand me, my dear. And a few moments later, Su Qingying, dressed like a geisha, said, "Today, the brothel cheated master out of your money, master. Can you please spare our lowly family? Wu Chen said, "No, I can't do that. I have to punish you severely." As Ah Huang was working on her computer, she heard noises from the other room as Su Qingying shouted, "Ah Huang said to herself, "What is that weird noise?" Su Qingying continued saying, "Old man, you better not be playing." "I'm willing to help you out." Ah Huang said to herself, "Aren't they going to sleep? What are they doing?" As Ah Huang walked to the other room, she tried to listen at the door. She heard smack, smack. Ah Huang blushed. She returned to her computer and said, "You little tease. It won't work if you're not getting hit. Come on, move on your own." She imagined Wu Chen and Su Qingying doing the deed, with Wu Chen saying, "Don't listen, don't move, just work, just work." As Ah Huang grew exhausted, she suddenly tossed her mouse and keyboard in frustration. She said, "Now my brain is filled with all sorts of weird images, and I have to work for free. So annoying." And then a few moments later, Wu Chen came out and said, "Your little highness, have you finished coding the program yet?" Ah Huang, tired, said, "Yeah, I just finished it." Wu Chen said, "Why do you look like that? The program shouldn't be much of a problem for you." Ah Huang said, "Next time I work, don't be that excited. This is killing me. Though I incidentally helped you write an installation program. No matter how simple the control panel is, you can automatically install it with just 2 people." Wu Chen said, "You've worked hard. Our little Ah Huang is so hardworking." Ah Huang said, "Who are you calling little?" Wu Chen said, "Qingying, we have to overhaul all of Jin Fu's shops. On the outside, we'll grab Shu Zhenyuan to talk. Inside, we'll take back all the jewelry and set up the nanorobots." Su Qingying said, Qian and I are enough to do this ourselves. This plan of yours shouldn't have any leaks or flaws." Wu Chen grabbed Su Qingying and said, "I have to go back to Modu again. I have to prevent the Xiang family from taking advantage of us with Tao Manying's poisoning. Little Highness, let's go." 3 hours later at Modu, Su Qingying said, "We've been looking at the script for many days now. Today, let's do it all together. Wear your costumes and act." Wu Chen said, "Xiao Yi, hold on." As Wu Chen grabbed her robe, Xiao Yi Zhou said in confusion, "Mr. Wu, this is..." Wu Chen said, "Tao Manying's poisoning can't happen again to you, Xiao Yi." Xiao Yi Zhou hugged Wu Chen and said, "Thank you, Mr. Wu." Wu Chen said, "You're on the brink of becoming a major movie star. You need to be vigilant in every situation. This costume shouldn't have a problem. Xiao Yi, go ahead and perform. I'll check on the rest." As Wu Chen looked at the shards, he said, "My predictions were... These small knife pieces are intended to ruin our female actor's beauty." Guru Weibo said, "Mr. Wu, we never really checked for any leaks in the previous film. The Shang family's people aren't satisfied with small gains at all. We have to think of a way to lure out the spies." Wu Chen said, "The Shang family hasn't used their most powerful item outside the country yet. Getting baited twice with the person managing this would only allow more enemies to blend in within our people. We don't need to worry so much. We just need to be a little more prepared and guarded. Let's keep the spies within. Since they're going to copy our plot, we'll just add more parts and see how they can copy us. If they copy too much, it won't seem like they made a movie anymore." Guribo said, "If they copied and needed 2 movies, their second movie would only hit theaters 2 years later. Won't our film be almost done filming by then?" Wu Chen said, "That's why our main objective is to maintain our usual time to finish filming and broadcast it as scheduled. The quickest our video base can be used is next year. I plan to bring the drama group to Hong Kong to film some on-stage plays. I believe that the faster this gets filmed, the faster this gets handled by Little Highness in the later stages. Boss Gu, I have too much work to handle alone, so for this trip, you're coming with me." Guru Weibo said, "No problem. Mr. Wu, when do we leave?" Wu Chen said, "We'll leave tomorrow." A day later, on the other side, Shang family's oldest brother, Shang Shangbei, said, "What are you even useful for? You can't even make the family's small business mess up." Jiang family's 4th brother, Xiang Yudong, said, "Brother, this isn't our problem. I think they fled to Hong Kong out of fear after what Lei Yu did. But would Bao Zhenhui be able to cover for them in Hong Kong? I remember when Bao Zhenhui was small, he really liked our second sister. Big brother, why not let second sister go to Hong Kong to have some fun?" Shang family's second sister, Shang Xianan, on the golf course said, "Go to Hong Kong? You want me to toy with Bao Zhenhui? Are your brains still in elementary school? No? Isn't there someone named Wu who's more intriguing than Bao Zhenhui and Ding Ruilong? I'll trust you guys one more time, but if you trick me again, don't blame me if I come back and kick you guys." At the same time in Hong Kong, Bao Zhenhui said, "Absolutely, Brother Wu. Your direction in filmmaking is far more professional than any seasoned directors I've encountered in recent years. However, it's disheartening to see Hong Kong's film and TV industry decline, making growth difficult. I had hoped to make some money alongside Brother Wu. It's a bit embarrassing. Wu Chen said, Zhen Xiao, there are many ways to make money. Although we haven't worked together much on this film, I have other plans. Bao Zhenhui said, tell me more. What kind of projects does Brother Wu have in mind? Xiang Xianan said, Little Hui Hui, didn't you say after our last film that you wouldn't contact me for anything film-related anymore? Did something change recently? Bao Zhenhui said, Miss Xianan, no, I won't say anymore. I'll come to see what new things you have tomorrow. Bao Zhenhui sweated and said to Wu Chen, this is a bit humorous, Brother Wu. I'm afraid we have to delay the shooting. Wu Chen said, is that person the Xiang family's second daughter? As Bao Zhenhui imagined her stepping on a guy's balls with flaming stilettos, he said, cut it out, I'll burn you all. Bao Zhenhui said in frustration, Ever since she was young, she's been the bane of my existence. Wu Chen said to himself, so you can't avoid what must happen. Since the Xiang family is so determined, why not meet the person openly opposing us? At least it's better than dealing with those who scheme behind the scenes. This is also the exact reason why I wanted to come to Hong Kong to film. Bao Zhenhui said, Brother Wu, why don't you pause your filming for a few days and resume once I've dealt with her? Wu Chen said, Zhen Xiao, we have to adapt to the situation at hand. There are some things we can't avoid. Bao Zhenhui said, that's true. Avoiding her deliberately would only give her a stronger reason to cause trouble. Ha! Tomorrow, let's take it one step at a time. The next day, Xiang Xianan said, my little Hui Hui, I haven't seen you for a few years. It seems like you've gained a bit of masculinity. Not bad. Oh my, you have pecs. Take off your clothes and let me take a look. She pressed her huge soft chest against him, while he was crying and dying inside. Xiao Yizhou, in the distance, looked at Xiang Xianan and said to herself, that's the Xiang family's second sister. She and Mr. Bao are like brothers and sisters. They don't look like they're going to cause any trouble. As the director clicked his radio and said, everyone, focus, let's redo this scene. Xiao Yizhou was shocked and opened her mouth wide, thinking to herself, oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. Xiang Xianan said, losing focus so easily isn't good, you know. Are you really a professional actor? She then grabbed the huge soft chest of Xiao Yizhou and said, let me just check and take a look at what's fake. Xiao Yizhou was shocked and a little bit aroused as she said, Miss Xiang, you, Xiang Xianan said, looks like your body is real, but the entire street is filled with so many useless side characters. Can you really act well? Little Hui Hui, this little drama your friend is making doesn't seem to be doing well. Wu Chen said, Xiang's second actor just lost a bit, sister, our female of focus. Is it really that big of a deal? Xiang Xianan said, this is your film that wants to compete against the movie my family is making? You're relying on actors on that entire set who lose focus that easily. And your costumes. Tisk tisk. Not to criticize, but filming episode by episode in Hong Kong? Do you think it's still the 1980s or 1990s? Bao Zhenhui said, Miss Nan, is our indoor greenhouse really that intolerable to you? Wu Chen said, don't worry, Zhen Xiao. For people like her who are willing to give suggestions, I think we can benefit from this. However, I didn't come here to film without preparing anything. Little Highness, come on, let this young family's second sister operate some things. Actually, we don't even need any costumes. There's a green screen here. We can produce whatever result we want. Xiang's second sister, take a look. Whether it's Chinese or Hollywood style, even Arabian style, it's all possible here. Xiang Xianan said, oh, looks like you're using technology to process this, but any production just relying on technology won't have any artistic value to it, right? Let's set that aside for now. How about I take a look at what you're filming? The enemy invades the capital and the princess becomes a prisoner. No, is there a princess who's about to be captured with such tidy clothes, hair, and flawless makeup? Xiao Yizhou said, Wu Chen said, don't worry, Xiao Yi. The Xiang second sister is just teaching us some details. Let's listen. Xiang Xianan took out the script and opened a lighter, saying, all right, since you're willing to listen, I'll teach you. She then burned the script and dropped it to the ground. Xiang Xianan said, this should be the expression when you're escaping, but when you're captured and stepped on by enemy soldiers, you should have a different expression. As she showed off her shoulder, Wu Chen said, seems like the second sister really is a professional. I'm impressed. Xiang Xianan said, you're really impressed? If you say so. All right, write the press release like this. Xiang Xianan crosses the Pacific to teach acting. Recently qualified director Wu Chen admits his shortcomings. Once it's written, just release it. As the cameraman was shocked, Zhang Xianan said, Hui Hui, whether it's you or your little friend, playing with you is just so boring. I'll call it a day here. Hopefully, tomorrow will be more entertaining. Bao Zhenhui said, This can't be, Brother Wu. Are you really letting Miss Nan send out that kind of article? Wait for me here, I'll plead with her not to release it. Wu Chen said, Zhen Xiao, let's put out the fire first. For the Shang second sister to cause this much trouble for quite a while, isn't it just for this press release? Just let her release it. Zhen Xiao said, Won't it impact your new film when it's released? Wu Chen said, When the drama hasn't been broadcast yet, having more people criticize us realistically won't cause any problems. They're just throwing away their dignity. Maintaining this as the main topic of discussion isn't necessarily a bad thing. And it's the Shang family's second sister. Her problems are way bigger than ours. As Wu Chen remembered his other timeline, he said to himself, Back when I was trapped in that 1,000-year endless cycle, I knew her like the back of my hand. But with her strategic flaws, dealing with her won't be a one-day task. That's why I didn't act. Now that the wheel of fate has started turning, I don't need to worry as much. Then after another day, filming the scene where the princess is humiliated is complete. Shang Xianan said, Oh my, you really just followed what I said. Wu Chen said, Of course, I have to take in the good information. Shang's second sister, do you have any more pointers? Shang Xianan thought to herself, Yesterday, I used the press release to humiliate Wu Chen, but he hasn't even said anything. Is he really better than Bao Zhenhui and Ding Ruilong? Why do I feel that he's even more obedient than them? I'll test him again. Shang Xianan walked toward Xiao Yizhou and said, To put this realistically, I think this part of the film doesn't have enough artistry. The storyline doesn't match with the history. Let me edit it. I'll organize a more suitable storyline. Wu Chen thought to himself, whether in acting or directing, someone from the Shang family like her, with extensive resources in film and television, is top tier. However, her flaw is that once she's invested in a play, it's hard for her to pull back. What is she up to? Suddenly, Shang Xianan picked up a sword prop and swung it hard at a male cast member, saying, For a princess to be humiliated, and both the family and the country despise you, how could you not take revenge? Once you take your revenge, with the princess being so broken, based on the time period's views, the only thing she can do would only be. As Xiao Yizhou got scared and shouted, Ah! Bao Zhenhui said, Oh crap, Miss Nan is in that state again. We need to top her. Wu Chen thought to himself, after stabbing another actor, she stabs herself? If she keeps causing trouble like this, something is bound to happen. We can't stay passive anymore. I have to intervene. Wu Chen said quietly, System reset. And so, time went back to that exact moment. Shang Xianan said, To put this realistically, I think this part of the film doesn't have enough artistry. The storyline doesn't match with the history. Let me edit it. I'll organize. Wu Chen suddenly grabbed her wrist and said, Shang's second sister, for your plan, I think it's best that we go to a different place to talk about it a little more. As Wu Chen pulled her close to him, pressing her huge, soft, delicate body against his, Shang Xianan said in shock, You. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.